Hey guys, tomorrow should be the day that I head back to Vietnam, but that's not happening. I'm going to be staying in Ningbo for a little while longer. It's a bit of a crazy thing, actually. My trike is in Sapa. My plan was to get back to Hanoi. I was going to do a video of the hostel that I ended up staying there originally, and then I was going to do another video of the new hotel, the one that me and Annie stayed at, because that was really cool. I wanted to share that. My plan also was to go and get a few doodads. I'm gonna get an Osmo Pocket, which is going to accompany me on my tour. I've heard some good things about it, so my plan was to do that, pick up some camera batteries at Tokyo Camera. Then I wanted to do a Hanoi video about war aspect of Hanoi, because John McCain, who is a politician who died last year, his plane crashed in Hanoi, and his location of where the crash is there. So I had all that planned, and then I'm going back to Sapa. I wanted to climb Phanxapan, which is the tallest mountain in Indochina, which is right near Sapa, and get my trike after that climb, and then start cycling to Laos. All of that has kind of been put on a little bit of a hiatus. Nothing concrete right now, but Annie and I and Eva have all had fevers the last few days. We've been sick, like a lot of phlegm and coughing and things like this, and just overall not feeling too great. Annie has had even more than me or Eva, and so so much so that she was hacking up some pretty nasty stuff, like flesh, like meat was coming out in her coughs. So she's like, I want to get this checked out. So she went to the doctors a few days ago. They did some checks. It's the holiday here though, so like the specialists, you know, the really like specialized doctors are not here. I guess they're on vacation as well with most of China. They gave her an endoscopy and a CT scan. It turns out that they saw something here, right in their nasal passage, that threw up some really strong alarms, and had the nurse pulling the doctor over saying, you have to see this. Annie was sort of jovially laughing about it, saying, yeah, I've kind of had this problem for a while. And they said, this is no joking matter. You need to see this special doctor who's going to come back on the 18th. You need to have a biopsy. This is not funny. So on the 18th, she has an appointment with this specialist to get this thing further checked out and get his take on what this thing is. And so when she came home from her doctor's appointment, we just kind of like looked at each other, and there's no real answer to the question. Just there is a big question mark though. And I am not going to go to Vietnam until that question mark is thoroughly investigated, diagnosed, and we figure out what's happening. So, or what's wrong, or you know, who knows. We're all kind of keeping our minds open and positive about the whole thing. I'm also kind of gonna stay here through it, because no matter what happens, I want to be here. If she goes on the 18th and the doctor checks it out and kind of takes a nurse and smacks her and says, this isn't a big deal, it's just mucus buildup or something, then I'll get back on a plane and I'll head back to Hanoi. And that's probably what's going to happen, right? So that is kind of the plan now, is probably on the 19th I'll head back to Hanoi. And if it does require some more checking, then I'll be here until that's checked out. So I just want to let you guys know, because you should be expecting me to go back and put out some really cool stuff from Vietnam tomorrow, and that is not going to happen so quickly. I do want to put my thumb on those things, and I will produce those videos. My timeline now is reducing, because I have to be near the caves in Vietnam on the 18th of March. And I allowed myself a specific amount of time, basically starting a couple of days from now, cycling to make it through Laos and back out into Vietnam so that I can make it for that cave tour expedition with my friend Matt. But every day that I lose, I'm going to have to kind of start thinking about how that trip is going to be affected through Laos. It was funny, I was looking at the maps in Laos, and I have this profile of the entire route on my phone app. The profile from Xiamen, where I came back to China from the island of Taiwan, all the way to Singapore. All of that map is made on one long path on my phone. And my path has the ability to see the contour of the ride, mountains and hills. And you have basically this whole flattening, and then these huge spikes, and then flattening. And the huge spikes are all inside Laos. So I wanted to allocate myself a long time in Laos so that I could get through those spikes without any problem. They're like 2,000 meter, 1,000 meter climbs, a few of them, like 5 or 6 of them. So whatever the case, that's neither here nor there. It's not important. I'll find my way around those things, but I'm just kind of in stasis here in Ningbo. I am using my time very wisely, spending time with Eva, a lot of family dinners. I've got to get and take care of my body and get in shape a little bit, but we're just kind of taking the time. We're not worrying so much about anything. We're just kind of like waiting for the appointment, and then we're going to take it from there. But one of the things I have been working on is I'm working on the website remake. Jiayo.com is being remade. I'm working with Traveling Tice, which is my buddy in Australia. He's kind of my web designer guru, and we are doing it's going to be amazing. I don't think it's going to roll out right away. I mean, there's a lot of design. I've been just really crunching through amazing design ideas for the next version of the website. It's going to be neat. Basically, you're going to be able to go to my website. It's going to have a cycling page that I'm hopefully going to design better than any recumbent cycling page on the internet. Really in-depth view of the mode of transportation I've chosen. Links to all the products that I've souped it up with, all the accessories, all the brackets, all the camera gear and travel gear, all the camping gear. Everything is going to be very clear, and you're going to be able to see everything that I use on the road, and anything that you think you might want, you can buy through affiliate links that are directed either to Amazon or other stores. I'm really proud of the way it's coming together, and so by having this extra time, I have this extra time to work on that. Also, I've been allocating all of the drone footage from Korea and all of the drone footage to Japan. And I've been contemplating assembling those into groupings, like I had the Taiwan video, that Taiwan 4K drone flight around Taiwan. I want to do that with Korea and Japan. So those are kind of coming together too. One thing I did realize is that my drone coloring and my drone flights with the Mavic Air in Taiwan were so much better than the flights previously in Korea and Japan. I was a little disappointed when I looked at my Japan and my Korea videos. I'm like, wow, not as good as Taiwan. A testament to my increased skill over time, just the repetition of being able to do it over and over and getting better and better every time. And also the fact that maybe the Mavic Air is a superior product as far as needing no color grading and just plug and play, sort of send it up in the air and trusting that the video that it produces is going to be good. Anyway, so we're working on all that stuff. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I don't know how frequent I'm going to be putting videos out while I wait here, but I do have some ideas for some China videos I want to put out too. There's a video about the negatives to living in China, which it's not like I'm not knocking China in it, but it is an important video for people that might want to move to China, some of the things that I've had to deal with, and I've been interested in making a video like that. Plus, I think clickbaity, people might be interested in actually viewing those kind of the negative sides to living in China. But they're very clear and concise. It's not like I'm ragging on China. It's just actual serious issues that I've had living in China and some things I've had to overcome. So I thought that would be a great video to shoot before I return to Vietnam. So a couple of things happening, some things in the air that we're kind of waiting on, and I just wanted to let you guys know. So yeah, that's about it. Take it easy, guys, and I will keep you guys abreast of whatever coalesces with regards to Annie. So Jayo, and let's all give Annie some Jayo. Not that she needs it, because everything's fine, but you know what I mean. Okay, take it easy, guys. Bye bye.